ambassador, Black Frank White. Welcome to the show, man.
Hey, man. I'm happy to be here. I always love coming on 2K TV. It's a staple in the community now. Gotta be on here.
Absolutely. Love connecting with you. Love seeing competitive NBA 2K. People know it's one of my favorite things. So let's start back with last season. You had a team go undefeated in the regular season. What was that like for you guys at the
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition. DA, it's all you.
Kevin, thanks for...
Thank you, DA. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. And it's Murray in at the one. Now here's Millsap. The pass to Jokic. Goes back up. It's blocked. Here's Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside, bro. We're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now here's Tatum, following the miss by Jokic. Tice, no good.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up, and another miss by Denver.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Passes to Hayward. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
14 feet away, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris has played, trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And stolen by Barton. Murray outside. Stolen by Walker. On its way from Hayward for 2. And Tice throws it down.
And really exemplifies who Hayward is. A team player, someone who enjoys spotting his open teammate.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Torrey Craig comes in for Gary Harris. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. Here's Craig. Pass to Jokic. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Smart goes in. Good work there as it goes.
And this is where Smart's at his best. Being aggressive, going towards the rim.
Murray against Walker. Murray, no good.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now, here's Jokic to end the run, and it's blocked by Brown. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Here's Smart, following the basket by Mason Plumlee. Walker the pass to Smart. Grant against Williams. He feeds it to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Cantor kicks to Smart. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
The shot's good from Plumlee.
For his career, more than 3/4 of Plumlee's basket have come within 3 feet of the rim, so you know he's going to take it inside.
Back to Williams. Down low. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. They get it again. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Williams. Outside Williams. Tries it again. And he lays it up and in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
15 seconds left to play in the first. And a wide open look for Porter. The three-pointer no good. Outside Williams. Now Smart. And so it's Boston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us
I'm the youngest of 4 boys. So,
and no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Williams, also Enes Kanter out there. Hayward out there with Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot.
There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Martin is checked in. Now the pass to Porter. Jacks up a 3. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
They feel like there's nowhere on the floor where you can really get away from Michael Porter Jr. 3 ball goes that time.
Harris outside. Back to Porter. Shoots. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Porter with the steal. On the wing, Morris. Lets it go with the 3. And Kanter pulls it down. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
And looking to get this team fired up. And Hayward does just that. Everybody on that bench likes to see him attacking the basket.
Plumlee got a hand on it. 4-on-3 break. Williams passes to Wanamaker. Hayward on the wing. He kicks to Smart. Just 5 on the clock. Kanter trying to free himself up. And Smart the bucket on the assist by Hayward. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are the guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And Those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Porter. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Harris's shot is off. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Wanamaker. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Outside for Murray. Barton outside to the middle. Stolen by Cantor. To the paint. Williams passes to Wanamaker. Back to Williams. Jokic with the steal. Here's Murray. The shot comes out. Now the Celtics take it the other way.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Hayward can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 5. It's stolen by Brown. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Williams can't hit. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
And Jokic doing a better job there of using his body inside and getting the angle. Then finds his way to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Millsap, offensive rebound. Inside, passes it to Jokic. He wants to get to Millsap and does. Shot clock at 5. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Grant sends it back.
A skilled shot blocker, Grant, coming over and is so quick off the floor. Swats that one out.
Craig can't get it to go. Boston leading by 4. Williams dishes to Walker. And Grant sends it back. Jokic inside. Comes up empty down low. It could go. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Boston was looking great right away. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points. And that should do it with the second half about to be.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at center. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Here's Tice.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. He's off on the second. The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray, the pass to Jokic, and it's blocked. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Tatum leading the charge. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well. And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Brown kicks to Hayward. Pass to Walker. Fires from deep. Martin with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 6. And here is Murray. Here's Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Jokic, even though we look at his body and you don't think he plays physically, he can do that.
And the playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
That one goes in. Jokic has got 7 points.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Tice finds Tatum. Outside, Walker. Back to Tatum. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Morris right side. Plumlee, the pass to Porter. Releases. Kept alive.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Smart kicks to Walker. Lets the 3 fly. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets trail by 5. Morris into the lane. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 5.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Just continuing to develop an overall game that was evident coming into the league. Gary Harris getting better at spotting the open man.
Outside, Smart. Pass to Tice. Plumlee with the steal. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. It's tipped. Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, that's what he's doing best right now. Plumlee loves to convert as close to the rim as possible.
Nuggets trail. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Harris. The Celtics also changing it up. Williams comes in for Daniel Tice. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. The pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Here we go, one-on-one. Floats it up for Jokic. And stolen by Williams. Smart dishes to Tatum. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Tatum. Smart's got 6 points.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Jokic kicks to Plumlee. Excellent D there from Williams. And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. Leading by 5. Here's Tatum. Passes it to Wanamaker. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Plumlee. Will Barton, he's checked in for Michael Porter. And Murray subbed in for Monte Morris. And then for Boston, Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Marcus Smart. The kick out to Brown. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. And stolen by Hayward. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Murray for three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics heading to the bench with a fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Nuggets trail by 7, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Boston, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Williams is out there with Hayward, and it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. Grant kicks to Barton. Kemba Walker comes up with the loose ball. Celtics leading by 7. Brown the pass to Williams. Hayward on the wing. The kick out to Williams. Back to Hayward. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And here's the break. And it's blocked by Brown, and they're able to recover. Millsap finds Grant. Second shot opportunity. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Walker. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Hayward outside. Here's Brown. Out to Hayward. The 3 makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform. Legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And the Nuggets making a change here. Harris is checked in, and then for Boston. Robert Williams is checked in for Enes Kanter. Tatum comes in for Williams, and Smart subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Murray dishes to Harris. From outside the arc, the Nuggets with another miss. Celtics leading by 14. Brown with it. Now guarded by Barton. Stolen by Grant. Outside Millsap. From deep. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Well, defensively, you know the 3 ball is a shot that Paul Millsap has worked on and gotten better at.
Back to Walker. And stolen by Murray. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Outside Millsap. No good on the 3.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. 9-point game. Kicks it to Barton. For the 3. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Barton. 10 points for Paul Millsap.
Millsap anticipating the pass there and set himself up for the shot.
Drains the 3-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 9.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out Who can make the deepest threes? Right now, it's a shootout.
Connects from three-point range.
A terrific shooter with the range and confidence required to be successful. Tatum loves to let it rip.
Here's Millsap. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics leading by 12.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Boston.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Jaylen Brown.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
For three, Millsap. Doesn't go that time. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's Smart. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Floats it up for Millsap. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
For three, Hayward. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
guys at the league?
It was amazing to see them come together with, all the elements, right? Remote gameplay, pandemic, being pretty much in lockdown for such a long period of time and not really having that connection to the outside world to still lock in and focus and really put together one of the most historic seasons in NBA 2K League history is amazing.
Recently, we had on Wizards District Gaming. They talked about their championship run. What did
everyone, greetings from 2K Sports.
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, DA. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5. Young with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Boston now. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last offseason, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Danny Ainge.
Now, here's Hunter. And Young with the basket on the assist by Hunter.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
And see, Webb, when you look at all that Tice provides for this team, it's amazing he doesn't get more credit.
Well, you're right, Jay, but he is surrounded by great players who deserve to attract the limelight. But he can rebound, defend, set picks. He can stretch the floor, and every year he continues to improve.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here is Young. Oh, good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Capella against Tice, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Brown.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
Wow, wonderful court awareness that time. You can count on Walker to find the open man.
Now, here is Young. To the inside. Shot to stop the run. And Capella with the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Hayward finds Brown. Back to Hayward. Brown outside. Rebounded by Capella.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Hunter no good. Celtics leading by 7. Oh, Tatum in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Now Capella after the missed three from Trae Young. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Damian Jones is checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Teague, the pass to Jones. Shoots over Cantor. Pass to Teague. Out to the right wing. Hawks passing it around. And Jones slams it in.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Walker, the pass to Tatum. Outside, Walker. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Down by 12. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Jones. Excellent D from Cantor. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Tatum passes to Cantor. Over in the corner, Brown. Down low, here's Tatum, and the rejection by Collins. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Wanamaker. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
We've got Reddish. Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Fernando in at the four-man position. So that's the Hawks 5.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Boston leading by 13. Passes it to Williams. Smart on the wing. Brown drives in. Williams scanning the floor. Williams passes to Wanamaker. He gets it in there.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
So it's the Hawks now, following the bucket by the Celtics. A shot by Reddish, no good. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
Here's Bembry following the bucket by the Celtics. From deep, Dedmon trying to break free. Rebound by Williams. Celtics leading by 17. Over in the corner, Brown. Puts up a three. Reddish grabs the rebound. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Fernando. Kicks it to Reddish. Outside Teague. The tray. The Hawks again can't hit. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Smart dishes to Williams. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Teague up top. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Wanamaker. Good on the triple. Wanamaker's got 7.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
To the middle. Here's Dedmon. Unable to get that one. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Over in the corner, Brown. Wanamaker looking over the floor. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Fernando. Good tee by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Boston. 1:46 left in the second quarter. Williams finds Smart. But they recover it. The 3 ball. They get the rebound. The kick out to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Wanamaker. That 3 off the mark. This Hawks squad is struggling.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Fernando, that's good.
Just a great job there from Teague to locate where his teammate was and get the ball to him on time.
Brown the pass to Williams. Back to Brown. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Teague. Reddish kicks to Teague. To the paint. Here's Dedmon. And it's blocked by Brown.
Oh, just tenacious defense from Brown right there. I mean, superb at playing shutdown defense and stifling shooters.
Now here's Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's good, 2 points. And the Celtics lead by 20.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Jones comes in for Bruno Fernando. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Reddish. Young is subbed in for Teague. Tatum, no good. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Young's shot is good. Young's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
Walker dishes to Hayward. Tatum at the elbow. Walker in the corner. Launches it. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And there's the pass to Bembry. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, this is what Capella does. I mean, an active rebounder who hits the offensive glass with force.
And so it's the Boston Celtics riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Out in front of the half is Boston. They lead by 15. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every 10.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned.
And And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
On the floor for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point guard.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Young. And Boston with the rebound.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
And he can't bank that one in. Capella goes in, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, you love to see the big guys drive the lane. Give Capella's incredible athleticism. I guess we shouldn't be surprised with that play.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
And a deep three from Young. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14. Just 5 to shoot. Off target on the 15-footer.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
The Hawks trail by 15. Here's Herter. And Tatum pulls it down.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Nailed from three-point land.
And the way Hayward measures the 3 ball, that's just textbook form. I mean, great balance. He's got this shot down pat.
Unloads from 9. That one falls. Capella's got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Brown the pass to Walker. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's an 18-point game.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
But they get it back. And Tatum stays with it.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Young taking his time here. And he comes up with the deuce.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Hayward from outside. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Young drives in. Now the feed to Capella. He kicks it to Reddish. On its way from Young for 2. Kept alive by Atlanta. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
It's stolen by Reddish. And they're running. Young dishes to Capella.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Hunter. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Hayward leading the charge. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Capella kicks to Young. Reddish the pass to Capella. Young outside. Fires for three. It's good from long range. Young's got 9.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. 13 points up at the end of the period. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Jones. Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Herter in at the 3 spot.
And I love that Teague didn't slow up when he got inside and went right in and drew the foul.
Shooting for Atlanta. And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
That one drops for him. And the Celtics lead by 13.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Teague, the pass to Jones. Shoots over Cantor. And Teague is right there.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
To the middle. Here's Cantor. Lays it up off the glass.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot, but he's more about team.
Tatum against Teague. Herter passes to Bembry. Jones looking for an opening. 6 to shoot. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
The 3 from Tatum. A three-pointer is right on target. Tatum's got 19 points.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, the D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters. Oh, look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Teague with a clean look. Misses the 3.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
They grab their own miss. Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Here's Wanamaker. Pass to Cantor. From downtown. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Brown. Lets it go from deep. He can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 16. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Dedmon throws it down.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Snatched up. The kick out to Brown. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside. Brown's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Teague. Dishes to Dedmon. 8 feet away. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaylen Brown. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and Anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Hayward comes in for Williams. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Young way outside. The Hawks again can't hit. Celtics leading by 15.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Boston.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
The three from Tatum. The shot that time not on target. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. The kick out to Young. Shoots over Walker. Again, Young missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 17. And that one's good. Hunter.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking. And more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And here's Young from the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they want.
Here's Hunter. Offline. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by...
What did that mean to you guys watching this team come together?
We had a team come in and beat the undefeated team in Raptors Uprising. So to see them triumph against a team that nobody thought would ever lose a game, oh man, you can't make this up.
It was really great to see, and the series was so fun to watch, but more importantly for me, I love seeing the stories behind some of these.
And the Celtics looking dapper, getting off the bus earlier. You've got to look your best coming into an opponent. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center position. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Harden against Brown. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
All set. Poke loose. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball.
Let's remember Westbrook is capable of triple-doubles because of this kind of passing. My goodness, that's pretty.
Tatum passes to Tice. It's rebounded by Houston.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Harden against Hayward. Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
You know, we see this a lot from Tucker. Scores by overpowering the defender with his tremendous strength.
Brown outside. Offensive rebound. And Tatum stays with it.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden kicks to House. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Westbrook. Here's Tucker. Kicks it out to Harden. Hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got 5.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Three-pointer. Hayward. Rebounded by Tucker. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And always a solid rebounder. Hayward took it to a whole new level last year.
He certainly did, Greg. This guy was up at 6.5 rebounds per game, easily a career high, and consider he did it at both ends. And to me, that's the versatility that this guy brings that helps you succeed. He doesn't have to be your leading scorer to impact winning.
Houston on D. 7-point differential. There's Walker with the 3.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
Feeds to Covington. The kick out to Westbrook. The rebound by the Celtics. Brown outside. The dish to Hayward. Outside, Walker. It's Brown on the wing. Down low. Here's Tice. And Tice throws it down.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Harden surveying the D. Kicks it out to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
When Covington stays in control on his drives, he can be so effective on the move.
Hayward from outside. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
Oh, not a good look there, guys. No one near him, and he still clangs one off the rim.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. Passes it to Westbrook. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Basket counts.
You have to do the best you can to keep Russell Westbrook out of the paint because he does some of his best work right there.
And the pass to Brown. Hayward on the wing from the arc. Hayward missing again.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Harden the pass to Westbrook. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Hayward missing again.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. This one for 3. No good on that one. And the Celtics going the other way now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Green the pass to Carroll. Inside. Here's Smart. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets ahead, up 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others setting.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that
giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Williams is out there with Tatum. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1. Williams finds Tatum. Outside, Smart. Back to Tatum. And the layup is good. Tatum's got 7 points.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Rivers passes to Green, stolen by Kanter. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. And it's blocked by Gordon. And he gets it back. Kanter dishes to Smart. Another shot. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Kanter.
The efficiency of Enes Kanter is impressive. This guy's massive on the blocks and knows how to score.
Knocked away. Stolen by Smart. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. Carroll against Williams. In the corner, it's Gordon. Pass to Green. A rebound by the Celtics. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Tatum kicks to Kanter. Gordon against Smart. The shot's good from Kanter. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for DeMarre Carroll. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Rivers. And then for Boston, Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Tatum. And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. Hayward comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Tice passes to Williams. He drains it from the right block. Williams has got his first basket.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others. And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Brown dishes to Williams. Clock at 6. And it's Walker penetrating, and he gets the bucket.
Boy, few do it better than Kemba Walker. On the dribble drive, power, strength, finishing ability, so pretty.
And moving to a star-laden team last year, Walker continued to produce as he always has.
And the scoring average may have gone down, but that was totally expected. This has been a seamless integration of Kemba Walker. Coach Stevens has got to get some credit here. You allow Kemba Walker to play to his strengths, but you also allow him to thrive in the team situation with other talent. How about the high-flying antics of Russell Westbrook, the alley-oop? My goodness, that's pretty. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Daniel House is checked in for Eric Gordon. For Boston, they have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. The shot by House is no good. Celtics trail by 6. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Tice. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. In the corner, Harden. Out to the right wing. House, the pass to Tucker. Houston needs to get a shot. For 3, Covington. Rebound by Williams. Walker in the corner. Fires the 3. Stolen by Tucker. A shot by Harden. Wide open. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Harden's got 9.
You know, that's an area where Tucker continues to improve, making the extra pass.
And so it's the Houston Rockets in the driver's seat, up 8. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... And 2017's most valuable player, Russell Westbrook, averaged a triple-double. And that does it for our halftime.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Brown, the pass to Tice. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum's shot is off.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And Harden with the stop.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
On the wing, Brown. Oh, offensive interference. Cantry checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Kemba Walker. Rockets leading by 12. And here's Westbrook. The three from Harden. Headshot off. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Houston making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Celtics also with a sub. Wanamaker's checked in. Nice shot by Smart.
Growing confidence in his jumper. Smart is rising and firing after the catch of the pass. Nice.
Now here's Green. Back to Harden. Stolen by Smart. And here they come. Fires the three. Rebound by House. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. He lobs it up. Harden finds Rivers. That one doesn't go. To the inside. Smart and slam dunk by Smart.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
Harden the pass to Tucker, and he goes in for the dunk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Bobbed up there for Green. Stolen by Smart. Outside Tatum. Passes to Smart. Back to Tatum. Beyond the arc. It's not going to go for him. So Houston will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And so Houston again turning it over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Houston making some changes. Tamari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Ben McLemore comes in for Danuel House. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Boston also with the sub. Williams, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
There's the pass to McLemore. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 7. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Here's Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tatum's got 9.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Green kicks to Rivers. Back to Green. In the corner, it's McLemore. Great D that time from Tatum.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Smart passes to Williams. Tatum on the wing. Back to Wanamaker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Williams.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Here's Williams. Right side Tatum. Back to Williams. And then Williams slams it in.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Here's Smart, and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's 7 points for Marcus Smart.
Well, you have to respect the physicality of Marcus Smart's game, right? Just because you make contact with him doesn't mean he's not going to finish.
Stolen by Cantor. Here's the break for the finish. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Rivers, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers, guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special, special time.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Robert Covington comes in for Jeff Green. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for McLemore. And the Rockets making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Left side, Williams. In the corner, Smart with it. Shot clock at 6. Brown finds Walker. And it goes down 2 points. Walker's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics.
Boy, the knack for scoring inside, one of Kemba Walker's most special skills. Wow.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Celtics. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And to look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Williams. And it's Walker in at the point.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Westbrook kicks to Carroll. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Pass to Gordon. To the paint. Here's Tucker. It's blocked. They get it back. One-on-one fast break. And Brown throws it down.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Russell Westbrook.
Boy, it will take more than that kind of defense to stop this guy. Russell Westbrook so fierce on the interior.
Williams kicks to Tice. Tucker with the ball, picked up by Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Is Russell Westbrook the toughest guy to contain in the league? He's explosive, he's unpredictable, and he is a nightmare for defenders.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Daniel House is checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's James Harden in for Eric Gordon. The Celtics also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Wow, hammering it in!
We are talking about length and activity of Mr. Robert Covington. You want to know why coaches love his defensive presence? It's right there for you.
Tatum passes to Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Now here's Smart. Back to Tatum. The 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 6 assists now in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
On the wing, Harden. From past the arc. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
First 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he heat up?
Stolen by Westbrook. To take the lead. And the rejection by Tatum.
Well, really.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
James Harden taking 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Cantor finds Walker. Back to Cantor. Covington with the steal. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Walker. Harden against Cantor to take the lead. And Harden. And the nice bucket inside. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment, he is unafraid.
Start against Harden.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. Smart leading the charge.
So disruptive at the defensive end. Look in the box score, and Covington will be the source of blocks and steals consistently. And his Cantor so aggressive and assertive, big-time play.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Outside, Covington. Pass to Harden. To the right side. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Covington. Trifecta.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
This ball movement by Boston. Walker's shot is off. And so it's Houston with it. A good look from Harden. Good!
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Goes up off the inbound. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Kemba Walker is fearless and doesn't let the game situation or the clock impact his ability to score it.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Tatum finds Walker. Kick out to Brown. Here's Cantor. It's in!
Boy, Enes Kanter's willingness to be the guy to take over in a critical stretch, so impressive.
They get it back. Passes it to House. From deep, Harden. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic...
these players. Obviously, the #1 draft pick coming to that team, and learning about his background, almost making collegiate sports and then having an injury and then finding his competitive fire under the NBA 2K umbrella through the NBA 2K League. What's it like to work with people and see these human interest stories in the league?
I love it, man. I want to shout out our broadcast team for bringing those stories to life, right?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
An aerial view of downtown Boston, our local. Now it's headed down to David.
Kevin, thanks very much. Nicole.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And for Boston, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the point guard. And that one's good, Jokic.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Tatum kicks to Walker. Celtics passing it around. Brown the pass to Tatum. To the middle, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. Here's Murray. Drops in the layup for 2.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all. Boy, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Here's Walker following the basket by Jokic. And here's Tice. Back to Hayward. The kick out to Walker. Lays it up and banks it in.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Barton outside. Passes it to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
Jokic has gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Right side, Millsap. And Tatum pulls it down. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's foul number 2 for him. Porter's checked in for Denver. Murray against Walker. The kick out to Tatum. The pass to Tice. They shoot again. Denver grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Boy, nice work by Harris that time. He's trying to find the best shot for his team, not necessarily for himself there.
Here's Brown following the basket by Jokic. Porter with the steal. Barton passes to Jokic.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Denver also making some changes. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Nuggets leading by 9. Morris passes to Jokic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Rocket 2. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Morris, no good.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Williams passes to Cantor. Back to Williams. The feed to Cantor. Pass to Brown. Boston needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Grant. Morris with the ball. Out guarded by Smart. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Wanamaker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Denver with a change here, too. Plumlee's checked in. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. On the wing, Porter. And another miss by Denver.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Morris looking over the floor. On the wing, Porter unloads. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Wanamaker. Pass to Williams. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Jokic firing on all cylinders. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's
mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Tucker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Porter in the corner. Passes to Craig. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Morris outside. Up top, Plumlee. 5 on the clock. For 3, Millsap. Denver the rebound. It's good on the putback. Morris has got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Cantor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
You know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Martin's checked in for Porter. Harris comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Now here's Plumlee. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And stolen by Tatum. Hayward with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Boy, Brown not just a super athlete, folks, but he's got excellent skills as well. A tremendous floor general.
Left side, Harris. Rick, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the two LA teams. Here's Murray after Gordon Hayward's bucket. It's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And a switcher also for Denver. Jokic is checked in. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Tatum.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Now here's Murray. Fires it up. It's rebounded by Tice.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Murray, good.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
That's tipped. Jokic with it. Cantor covering. Inside, Harris. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now a 10-point Nugget lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And finished off by Brown.
Hey, guys, if you let Brown get close to the basket, you face the consequences. Just a tremendous athlete with unreal dunking ability.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Williams comes in for Tatum. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. A different look for Denver. Porter's checked in for Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Now, here is Morris. And it's Grant in the corner. Back to Morris. There's the pass to Jokic. Count it. Jokic has got 12.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds on him. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Taken away by Williams. Here's the break. Tice passes to Wanamaker. Back to Tice. Up and in on the layup. Tice has got his second basket of the game.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Craig. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 3 steals, and that'll about...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Denver, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point.
Barton is athletic and has great vertical, so he's terrific at throwing it down when he gets close to the basket.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Tatum.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
And Hayward with the stuff.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense had overcommitted and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
And that one's good. Millsap.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Poked away and stolen by Murray. Jokic kicks to Harris. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Floats it up for Murray. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Tice trying to break free. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Brown. Millsap finds Barton. From deep three-point range, Millsap misses.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Tice passes to Tatum. Back to Tice. To the paint. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Tatum.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Barton. He has 5. Millsap has the open look. And again, Denver no good. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Brown, good.
You know, the three-point shot, guys, is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be knocking down these looks to expand his offensive repertoire.
And here's Millsap following Jaylen Brown's 3. That's a hand on it, and it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got 5 now.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Now, here's Brown. He's got 7. Tatum, pass to Tice. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 7 points in the game.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Here's Jokic. 14 points for him. It's rebounded by Tice. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Robert Williams is checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Tatum. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Hayward kicks to Smart. Pass to Williams. Here's Hayward. Williams dishes to Smart. To the middle. Porter with the steal. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Now it's a 4-point Denver lead.
And, you know, when Grant gets a chance for an easy basket, he really busts it down the floor. I mean, the quickness and athleticism he possesses, really hard to deal with defensively.
And a wide open look for Porter. Craig tips it back in. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now Grant to the inside. That's good from Porter on the assist by Grant. Porter's got 8 points.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
And while we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. They've got Ennis Cantor. Williams is out there with Hayward. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. He feeds it to Smart. No good on that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Now here's Grant. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. Smart passes to Cantor. Celtics passing it around. Back to Hayward. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
Hayward hits them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Porter passes to Craig. Good chance here for Porter. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Plumlee's got his first points in this one.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Takes the 3. Denver the rebound. Craig passes to Morris. On the wing, Porter. 6 on the shot clock. At the top of the key, Plumlee wants to get it to Morris and does. Really left alone that time. Celtics trail by 10. Right side, Smart. Left side, Williams. Down low. Here's Hayward. No good that time. Plumlee with some nice D. Nuggets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. Finished off the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Plumlee with the steal. And Porter, here we go. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
They're just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Will Barton, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Walker dishes to Brown, and he lays it straight in.
Brown extremely accomplished down low and worthy of respect as a result. Destroys whoever tries to guard him in the paint.
Murray, good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
1:41 left to play here in the fourth. From deep. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
It's Barton with the drive. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And that is the kind of big-time shot that can really deflate a crowd.
And did he ever do that? Sound level right now, 0 in this arena.
Tatum continues to expand his range, and with his size and length, he can shoot over most defenders.
Here's Murray, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nuggets.
The one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
Well, I like the ferocity on defense now. He was constantly putting himself in the path of steals and coming up with them, too.
It's stolen by Brown. Walker with it. Outguarded by Murray. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Brown.
Boy, that speed and aggressiveness. Walker is a force in transition. Very hard to keep up with him.
Jokic draws the double. And Jokic slams it in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Well, you know he's feeling it when he's taking these kinds of shots, guys. Tatum, very confident with his stroke.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alder, this is Kevin Harlan.
basketball, walnut play college basketball. So to kind of bring light to the fact that these gamers aren't your average gamers, that, you know, they were active athletes, says a lot about what it takes to be a 2K League Pro.
And speaking of being a 2K League Pro, you guys have some great stuff going on right now with team tournaments. Let the 2K fans know what you got.
Coming right up, the Celtics taking on the Hawks. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Trae Young said...
Thanks, D.A. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Celtics, Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. Now here's Brown, pass to Tice. On tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
To the middle, and stolen by Hunter. Here's Herter. He's covered by Brown. To the inside. Here's Capella. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And here's Young from the arc. Collins. And Collins is right there.
He's a terror on the offensive glass. You don't have to run plays for Collins for him to score.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Tice. That shot misses. And Atlanta will come the other way.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
GA, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has a chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
And Atlanta has possession, following the bucket by the Celtics. And the dunk by Capella.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else. Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
Hawks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's Young, and the rejection by Tatum. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter comes in for Daniel Tice. And Smart subbed in for Gordon Hayward. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The shot's good from Kanter.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Now, here is Young. Inside. And there's Collins on the assist by Young.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And the dunk by Brown.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Here's Hunter following the bucket by the Celtics. It's stolen by Brown. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. The shot's good from Kanter.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Young drives in. Banked in off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here is Young. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Young inside. Here's Capella. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And the Celtics with possession here. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 4-point game. Smart misses.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Young against Brown. Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Capella's got 8 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Tatum with it. He's picked up by Collins. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Collins wide open. He fires. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. It's stolen by Brown. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Boston, Williams is out there with Hayward. Then it's Williams. Then there's Smart, and it's Wanamaker in at point guard.
Well, you know, he was once the future of the Hawks guard spot. But now Jeff Teague has returned to the team as a backup to the new face of the franchise.
You know, GA, Jeff Teague's going to be comfortable with any role he's given. Right now, running the second unit might be the best use of his skill set at this stage. But what I like, you can play the two together, him and Trae Young, and take ball handling duties away from Trae and let him spot up and shoot it.
It's stolen by Jones. To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Williams.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Teague, the pass to Dedmon. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Dedmon's got his second bucket.
Way to attack the interior. Dedmon really understands what the team needs from him.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Williams kicks to Smart. 5 to shoot. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Cantor checked in for Williams. Jason Tatum comes in for Williams. Brown is checked in for Marcus Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Then for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Damian Jones. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. Now here's Hayward. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Hayward is right there.
Gordon Hayward's a sneaky rebounder. You have to put a body on him.
Inside. And Brown over to help. Dedmon passes to Fernando. Outside Teague. Passes it to Fernando. And stolen by Tatum. To the middle. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Brown. The kick out to Walker. And he's good on the 3 ball. And now it's only a 5-point Atlanta lead. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Young from outside, and Cantor pulls it down. Celtics trail by 5. Over in the corner, Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And this is why you gave Hayward big money, not just a score in this offense.
Young with the ball. .109 left to play here in the half. It's good. Young's got 6.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about
it. Tatum with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella comes in for Bruno Fernando. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Benbury. And the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the pass to Hunter. Young with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
This is Young's game. Ready to fire as soon as he touches it.
And Wanamaker gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Down low. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Up in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Clint Capella had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points in the first few years. And that does it for our...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the 5, rolling the paint. For Atlanta, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Now, here's Capella. Here's Herter. Off target from outside.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Capella with the bucket.
such a skilled passer. Trae Young knows it's his role to share the ball with his guys.
Pass to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. To the inside. Here's Tice. And the layup falls. Tice has got 4 this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
It's Young on the wing, guarded by Walker. Pass to Hunter. Collins up top. In the corner. Herter with it. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Left side Walker. Outside Tatum. Capella against Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
So it's the Hawks now, following the bucket by the Celtics. 6 to shoot. Young is double. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Hunter dishes to Capella, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Reddish with the double team. Kanter finds Tatum. Back to Kanter. Here is Williams. Fernando pulls it in.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Reddish, and it's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Outside Teague from deep. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Fernando. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process is about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Celtics trail by 7. Outside, Smart. Passes it to Williams. Here's Wanamaker. Back to Williams. Here's Wanamaker. Teague covering. Wanamaker misses. The Hawks leading by 7. Over in the corner, Reddish. Outside Teague. Now the pass to Bembry. Tipped away. The dish to Jones. To the wing right side. Bembry kicks to Teague. Here's Reddish. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Here's Wanamaker. Teague covering. Tatum on the wing. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Tatum's got 8 points.
A guy who has lived up to lofty expectations. Tatum impacts the game across the board.
Bembry the pass to Jones. Outside Teague. They get it back. He can't get that one to fall. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 5.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10
coming off assists.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Bembry. Dishes it to T. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. Here's Reddish. No points in the game yet for him. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Williams. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Hawks lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown and Hayward, the duo at forward. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5. And it's Walker that time on the assist from Smart. Walker's got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics. And for the Hawks, they're shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Herter passes to Young. Off target with his 3. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Pass to Tice. And here is Brown. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Walker goes in. Clock at 6. Cantor kicks to Walker. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
To the middle, here's Collins. Back to Herter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The offensive rebound. Capella. In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Capella. Young outside. Launches a 3. With the putback. It's rebounded by Tice. The Celtics with the lead. And now running up the court. Hayward's pushing it up. And Hayward at the stuff.
The long legs of Hayward really coming into play off these fast break chances. Hard to keep pace with a guy that big and athletic.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Tatum, he's checked in for Cantor. Here's Herter. Pass to Hunter. And stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And there's the call on John Collins. That's foul number 2 for him. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The kick out to Brown. Hayward outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
Only the one made basket in the fourth. He hasn't provided them with a whole lot offensively.
Celtics have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Brown kicks to Walker. It counts, and the foul. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Getting the and one. Kemba shows off the deft touch he has on the ball. You have to finesse around that hard a defense, and he does it as well as anybody.
That's good from Kemba Walker.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And here's Young. He dishes it to Capella. Kicks to Collins. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Hunter. And Hayward with the block. One-on-one here. And an Intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Hawks making a switch here. Reddish is checked in. Stolen by Collins. The finish, and finished off by Collins.
And we've talked about Collins becoming a go-to scorer. Important points right there.
Hayward can't hit. Atlanta's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. They kick out to Brown. Outside, Walker. Down low, here's Tice. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. And here's Young from the arc. Sinks the triple. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Trae Young doesn't get rattled and plays very well under pressure.
Tatum gets the bucket.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
Here's Young. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Here's Hurd to the paint. Count it!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And the shot goes down.
Whenever games get close, Hayward is the guy they look for to score the rock. He takes this responsibility very seriously.
Here's Hurd. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. He kicks it to Capella. Young from outside. A second chance effort.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
It's deflected. Outside, Smart. Count it!
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Young. No good. Here's the three. The putback. Money!
Making the effort plays look spectacular. Hayward on the cleanup.
Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 3. 1 second left in the fourth. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for greatness.
prospect series, which allows teams, franchises to host tournaments. And this year, the caveat is versus last year, we only had 1 to 2 players get in. The whole team is able to enter and win draft eligibility. That draft eligibility will allow them to participate in our December winners event. And hopefully, if there's
And just about to get underway as the starting fives. Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3. And for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Walker in at the 1. Now, here's Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
The defense sees Westbrook coming, but his verticality makes him almost unstoppable.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Oh, bro, come on, Jay. Russ lives by the motto, why not? I mean, it's the same reckless abandon we see on the court. Yeah, it's reflected in his clothing.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now, here's Brown. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Harden. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go. Oh, wow!
Nice. And how about the quick hands of Harden? They're easily coming up with the steal, thanks to his activity.
The kick out to Brown. Inside. Hayward on the wing. Outside, Walker. Knocked loose. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, with Westbrook on the ball, you can't have a hole in your defense. He's too smart to miss it.
Here's Hayward. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now, here's Westbrook. Tatum with it. Now Covington defending. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Rockets have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Covington kicks to Westbrook. In the corner, Harden hands it from downtown. Harden's got 7 points.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
The kick out to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum passes to Hayward. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Really like seeing Harden take it strong inside. So crafty in how he finishes near the bucket.
Pass to Hayward. Tatum on the wing. Back to Hayward. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint. And Harden with the stuff.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
Now here's Brown. Tatum dishes to Brown. Walker the pass to Tice. Out to Hayward. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Jumps up, and the jam by Harden.
Oh, an agile defender. Like seeing Covington take risks and go out to steals from time to time.
To the middle. Here's Tice. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 17. Here's Tucker. Kicks it out to Covington. Left side, Westbrook. And the pass to Tucker. Clock at 4. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Tatum. And he banks in the layup. Tatum's got 5.
Efficiency. I mean, that's an area where Walker has improved. No need to force it. Keep your eyes up. Make the right basketball play.
Here's Tucker. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. James Harden getting it done for the... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. Jamari Carroll is out there with Green, and it's Rivers in at the point guard. Now here's Green. Harden the pass to Green. That one good for 2. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Well, and last season we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And Harden with the stuff.
And when Harden gets to cooking, you gotta feed him. You gotta keep feeding him. He's an excellent rhythm scorer.
Brown the pass to Cannon. Rivers against Williams. Pass to Wanamaker. Now here's Brown. He's covered closely, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So it'll be Jaylen Brown shooting. Jeff Green picks one up. Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. McLemore is checked in.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden, but whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Rebounded by the Celtics. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And Wanamaker gets it to go.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Rivers. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. The shot's good.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And they pick up 2. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Rockets leading by 11. Rivers scanning the floor. Baseline jumper. It's hauled in by Brown. The Celtics have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Williams kicks to Smart. Pass to Wanamaker. The kick out to Brown. He dishes it to Smart. Celtics passing it around. Lets it go from the wing. Williams. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Here's Rivers. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Wanamaker the pass to Brown. One-on-one fast break. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Smooth gliding down the floor. Gordon has real nice finishing ability on the break.
Pass to Brown. Back to Williams. The pass to Brown. There's Smart. Kicks to Brown. Down low. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces in his pass.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Rivers gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 13-point game. Now here's McLemore, guarded by Smart. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Passes it to Wanamaker. It's stolen by Carroll. Green with the ball. It's Carroll on the wing. Outside Gordon. Shot clock at 6. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
Houston leading by 17. Dishes it to Carroll. Right side, Green. Makes it off the glass. Green's got 6 here in this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. James Harden was the man in the first. He ended up with 19 points. And
with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shoots the 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. The putback, rebound Boston. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid that.
Though he may not explode off the floor, Tatum's length makes plays like this look easy.
And so it's Houston with it after the basket by Boston. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And the layup's good off the glass. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. And that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Walker following the score by Houston. Tatum dishes to Walker. Back to Tatum. 6 to shoot. From 10 feet out. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Rockets leading by 14. Here's Westbrook.
Oh,
Did you see that? He uses his finesse to get flashy. I mean, Westbrook is an elite above-the-rim finisher.
A shot by Hayward, wide open, and it's off from three-point range.
I hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got 24.
Oh, and that catch-and-shoot Jay from Harden is unblockable, just quickly shooting off the pass.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Enes Kanter comes in for Daniel Tice. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Brown. Gordon's checked in for the Rockets. Tatum's shot is off.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
It's good. Harden's got 9 points now in just the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Look, with good size and underrated athleticism, Hayward's able to muscle through the contact.
So here's Westbrook. After Gordon Hayward's bucket, in the corner, Harden. Offensive rebound. Back to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Harden. There's the three. Keeps it alive. And Westbrook is right there. Westbrook's got 6 in the quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Kanter, the pass to Walker. Kanter dishes to Hayward. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hayward's got 5 points so far.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triplers. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
This is Westbrook at his best, attacking, going strong at defenders, and finishing them.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Kanter. And here's Tatum for 3. Drills the three-pointer. 12 points for him.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Kanter. Outside, Smart. Back to Walker. Stolen by Westbrook. And it's Houston on the break. And it's Harden slamming it down.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And they've created a bunch of... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at the Rockets. McLemore is out there with Russell Westbrook. And there's Gordon. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Tucker in at the 5.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Gordon kicks to Westbrook. Back to Gordon. Excellent D from Cancer.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
That's amazing, the creativity, and you see how fluid an athlete Tatum is.
Out to the wing. Now here's McLemore outside. It's hauled in by Wanamaker.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him over Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. Watch him. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Ainge, he's unafraid to take chances.
House the pass to Tucker. Taken away by Williams. Outside, Smart. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
You're dealing with a lot when you're guarding Cantor. Big frame, good moves, good feet, good finisher, and doesn't mind the physical battles.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Daniel Tice comes in for Robert Williams. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Rockets leading by 17. Left side, Westbrook. In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Westbrook. He kicks to McLemore. Pass to House. There's the triple. And Cancer pulls it down. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. Here's Tatum. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Cantor. And Walker's subbed in for Smart. Houston also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Gordon. And it's James Harden in for McLemore.
Oh, I mean, they can't do anything about Westbrook tonight. I mean, you tell me how to check him, because I don't have an idea.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Kicks it out to Harden. 5 on the clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Here's Hayward. And that one hits back iron.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a...
Oh!
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Houston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for James Harden.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Here's Westbrook. It's deflected.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. But he's been making a better effort.
Langford's checked in for Robert Williams. And a switch here also for Houston. Rivers, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
The former Jayhawk McLemore, a gifted scorer who can really light it up in a hurry.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Pass to Ojale for 3. The Rockets pull it in.
Well, that's just a lucky break from the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
There's 37 seconds left in the game. McLemore. Here's Chandler, and Chandler throws it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Cantor. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. And here are the Rockets now. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Romeo Langford.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Langford has the open look. His 3-pointer's off the mark. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This crowd would thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.